Hey everybody, it's Kim Hawk, and I'm known as YouTube's fairy godmother of real estate. But more importantly, I am in the town of Celebration, Florida. It's the town that Disney built. I'm in the Near Disney YouTube studio. And every Monday night, we come to you live right in the town of Celebration, Florida, because we want to share with you what's coming up this week. We want to see if anybody has any questions. We want you to check in with us. But before we do that, I wanted to give a big shout out to Dee Bellavati, my YouTube producer. And he's put this little ditty together for us just for this show in particular.
Information on celebration.
Isn't that great? So where are you guys watching from? You know, we're pretty far along in the month of June. And I know we're seeing a lot of people from up north and people that their kids are starting to get out of school that are making appointments to look at real estate with us. But beyond that, I know that we've got a lot of activity in the community. I think let me put this up here, this upcoming Friday is Food Truck Friday. You know, typically, I think it isn't the second Friday of every month that if you go Lakeside Park, which is cat-a-corner to where the Columbia restaurant is, from 5 to 9 p.m., they're going to have food trucks. It looks like there's possibly a DJ that's going on there. And I know everybody looks forward to that because it's a gathering every month, even in this heat. So don't forget the farmers market during the summers usually is now going to end at 1 o'clock in the afternoon instead of 2 o'clock. So think about all those wonderful people down there in the heat, and they're going to be out there for a while, but they don't want to stay out there all day, which I completely understand. Other big news is we have also introduced a new YouTube channel specifically for celebration. It's called Living in Celebration. So if you go to YouTube and I think you type the symbol Living in Celebration, subscribe and like to that. That is specifically for celebration folks. But we do know that there's a lot of you that are watching that are not necessarily living in celebration right now, but you're trying to get an idea of what it's like to live here. Or maybe you want to know what the prices are looking like. And so, or just getting a gist of what the community is all about. So I'm going to share something that was on a post, and I just thought it was very kind. Let me see if I can get this up here first, and then we can describe it for you. Let's see, Windows, here we go. So as you may know, we are administrators of something called the Celebration Porch Facebook group too. Celebration Porch, Living in Celebration. You can see there's over 3,300 people that live in Celebration. They're part of it. And I just thought it was very sweet that Michelle and Tad Hand, they are big pet fans, animal fans, and they foster cats and dogs and stuff. And I thought we should be talking about that on the show, right? Because there might be somebody out there that's looking for a pet. But Michelle states the name of this cat is Sully, and they are doing a foster care for them. And it's an adoption through the Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando. If you've never had the opportunity, they do a fundraiser every year called the Fur Ball. Michelle has taken Rod and I to that event in the past. It was really great. As a matter of fact, I think Dee and Daniela adopted a cat. They walked in to do a YouTube video, came out with the cat to go along with Buddy the dog. So it says it's a very affectionate cat. It's a lap kitty that wants to hang out with a person. It says the best home would probably be someone who works. Best person to take on this pet would probably be somebody that is working from home or retired or without any other pets, or at least non-dominant other pets. It says, I'm a snuggle champion. And it's a beautiful tuxedo, 3.5-year-old boy, very silky, soft fur, loves to be petted. And it's cute. It says, I have a personality to match my good looks. The cat is neutered, chipped, and current on vaccination. So if anybody has an interest in wanting a kitty cat from a foster area, feel free. You guys know that you can always contact me, and I will put you in touch with the right people. That sound good? All right, very good. So There's some other things that we wanted to share today. You know, we like talking about transformational stories. There's so many wonderful transformational stories. And that would definitely happen in a town that Disney built, right? Because when you read Disney stories, it seems like there's always something transformational where good wins out. And so that has happened. And we actually showed this video on Friday for our general, we call Evergreen, but it really has to do with some folks that are very involved in the town of Celebration. So our sanitation company, Ken Lee and his family, if you guys haven't met them yet, you should. You know, the people that are out and about. And I think they even had to build special garbage trucks in order to go through our alleyways in Celebration. That's a story in itself, right? Walt Disney didn't want garages facing forward whenever possible because he didn't want the idea of trash cans being out the front. So they ended up wanting to design as many alleyways behind the homes with the intention that you would also possibly meet your neighbors faster because it's well lit alleyways. That's where we pull our trash cans, recyclable cans, and all that kind of good stuff back there. But I want to make sure I have got it queued up. I'm sure I do. I just have to see which one in particular. I think it's right here. So sit back and relax. I want you to hear this story about transformation. It's really a tragedy into a triumph, and wanted to honor the Lee family. Here you go. Hey everybody, it's Kim Hawk, and I'm known as YouTube's fairy godmother of real estate right here in the Near Disney YouTube studio located in Celebration, Florida. That's within that 25-mile radius around Cinderella's castle. And I've been selling real estate for over 25 years, and I've had the honor of working with different families that I truly, truly feel blessed by, and have lived through knowing some tragedies that have happened. But what is so amazing is the transformational stories that are out there. And today we want to showcase one of those families, Ken Lee, who actually has a sanitation company in Celebration, Florida, him and his family. They have a great story. We're saying tragedy to triumph, and it has some connective tissue as well to Give Kids the World, which I absolutely love. And for those of you that have been watching this channel for a while, you know, back when I was in my early 20s, my roommate and I, Maria, would take turns on picking up families that were with Give Kids the World, who maybe the child had gotten overheated or needed to go to the hospital during their stay at Walt Disney World. There was an incredible man by the name of Henry Landworth, and he had asked us to take turns. And we did that for about a year, maybe a year and a half, because Give Kids the World, the village was not created at that time. And so what would happen is a lot of times maybe that child got overheated or whatever and needed some medical assistance. And so Henry, who was a Holocaust survivor, by the way, came out and did not want to be bitter, wanted to help families that had terminally ill children who had a wish. And a lot of times the dying wish would be, I want to go to Walt Disney World. And so Henry had this vision of Disney and now Universal and SeaWorld and all these locations and airlines. And he was the general manager of a Holiday Inn, of a hotel. They at that time would just donate everything for these families, because you got to realize when something like that is going on, not only does it affect that child, it affects the brothers and sisters, the parents and everything. And they're just saying, we want to stop the world for a couple of days and have them come to a location that they can try to enjoy family time together, right? Create a memory. And so Give Kids the World was created after that. There's a connection with Elton John, with some seed money, with the grand opening of Hard Rock Live. I was a part of that with Universal. Please check out some videos that we've done in the past. But this story has a lot of alignment with what Henry Landworth has done for Give Kids the World. So Ken Lee and his family, their son Dylan, suddenly passed away on Halloween night so many years ago. He was only 27 years old. And so instead of curling in and going inward, they decided to honor his memory, this young man's memory. And they started wrapping sanitation trucks One was encouraging people to donate their organs, of which, because of that, my husband changed his driver's license and put that on his driver's license. And so now the next thing that they're doing is they want to tell the whole world as they drive around. And by the way, thank you to all the sanitation guys. I absolutely love them. They have great choice. You can see right here in my studio, it's all about, to change our mindset, joy, 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 even though when we're going through these hard times. And boy, tragedy to triumph, the Lee family is doing that, and they're trying to share that with all of us. So if you happen to see their truck, they have wrapped it for Give Kids the World, encouraging people to donate. Actually, I've got my checkbook out now. Rod and I are going to be sending a check their way, but it is really an incredible place. So sit back, watch their story. Let me know if you have any other transformational, encouraging people that are actually encouraging people and bringing a better light to this world, because I think this one's going to do that. All right, here you go. I'll be back at the end. Thanks again for watching.
Hi, my name is Ken Lee. I'm the owner of Celebration Sanitation. And as you can see behind me is our new Give Kids the World truck that we unveiled this morning over at the Village here in Kissimmee. We got started doing this kind of stuff back when we lost our son Dylan, Halloween morning of 2021. And to keep his legacy alive, we decided to try to push the message of organ donation and how important it was to be an organ donor and all the lives that you could probably save by being that and saying yes to the heart on your driver's license, being an organ donor. So it started from there, where we would kind of look for nonprofit organizations that do a lot of things for the communities. Then we decided to do something a little bit differently, and this is what we did. We wanted to make a fun truck that would bring happy and smiles to the kids. So we decided to partner with Give Kids the World, and they were so nice and humble to let us become part of their family now. So we decided to just wrap the truck and push their message to fulfill wishes. And this truck goes up and down I-4 and rides around Celebration every day. So there's a lot of eyes on it. So we wanted to make it catchy where folks could get a look at it, and why not make it purple and make it stick out so everybody could see it. So sure enough, here we are, and what we have is, this is the product that we come up with, is this beautiful wrap, which it shows Mayor Clayton and Miss Mary on the hood. It is an awesome, awesome truck, and it's just an eye catcher. But that's exactly what we wanted it to be: fun, something that would catch your eye. And then again, to push the message. That's why there's a QR code on the side of the truck, so that you can scan the QR code and it takes you to their page to teach you a little bit about what Give Kids the World is, because it's just awesome what they do. They're kind of like the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So they house all the Wish families here in Kissimmee. They have 166 villas on an 89-acre plot that they have all these villas on, and they house them for 7 days, and take them to the parks, feed them. It doesn't cost them anything, because it's all about the children. It's all about the critically ill children, so that they can forget about the problems that they have in their lives, and the families as well. So it's not just the children, but it's the whole family unit that they bring here and they do this for. So we just want to spread this message as far as we can, because they are just a great organization to be part of. So if you see the truck going down I-4 or you see it anywhere else, scan the QR code, go to their website, see what they do, and I'll guarantee you you won't leave without probably a dry eye, because there's a lot of stories on there, and they're just great to be around. So check them out. Give Kids the World.
We're going to drive the truck around and get
Yes, we're going to drive it around. We're going to drive it around the village and honk the horn, and it's astonishing, because the kids, they gravitate to the garbage trucks. They do. They really do. And for some reason, when you have one coming down the road and you're honking the horn, they all come out. So it's really amazing. It's just a smile. It's all about the kids. This really is all about the kids for us.
And earlier, we did have quite the line of kids lined up to be able to get on top of that ladder and press that button with all of those noises. And I mean, it can get quite loud, and it's so fun to see them try something new.
And we're so honored that Give Kids the World has partnered with us in this. It's just tremendous what they do. I can't say enough about how good they are.
So there you have it, an incredible story about a family that wanted to honor the memory of their son, and they did something wonderful. So for those of you that don't know about Give Kids the World or haven't donated your time or money, I encourage you, you can go to www.gktw.org. That's givekidstheworld.org. And on behalf of this realtor who has been blessed with working with thousands of people over the course of my career, I wanted to say that it was a real honor working with the Lee family and seeing them taking that tragedy and putting into a triumphant cause. So anyway, please make sure you subscribe and like to the Near Disney YouTube channel as we continue to bring transformative and powerful programming and content for those of you that are looking to live in Central Florida. Thanks so much, and God bless you guys. God bless everybody at Give Kids the World, and also God bless the Lee family. Bye-bye.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's Castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.
You know, it truly is a magical place. I can't imagine losing a child that was 27 years old. And so to see the Lee family come alongside the Give Kids the World community and say, we want to try to take some of those families under wing when those children are going through crisis, the whole family is. And so it's a little bit of a respite for those families to be able to come here, be loved on, go to Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, wherever they want to go and not spend a dime. And so for the Lee family to promote that on their trucks, I absolutely love it. And like I said, if you see the guys out there picking up the garbage, the recycle, please go out and say hi, offer them a bottle of cold water. I know you do. I know I see residents doing that all the time. A Coke, Diet Coke, whatever, ask them if they want Gatorade. It's hot out there and they do a great job for celebration. So once again, thank you to the Lee family. Now, one request that we get it every week, is that people will ask me questions about what, I guess, because with all the home shows that are out there and people being able to see inside of homes, you know, I usually do a report telling you how many homes that are for sale, how many have pended, how many have taken contracts, because that helps all of you, people that are living in Celebration. You're going to know your values have increased, but also people looking from the outside to know, hey, can I afford to live in the town that Disney built? So I'm going to do that. But one of the requests was if I could show some interior photos of some of my favorite places. So I have put together some active videos, and I'm going to show them, and I'll be back at the end to answer any of your questions. Here we go. Wasn't that great? I bet a lot of you didn't even realize potentially that there was a lot that had those kind of views that were in Celebration. So it's an estate lot over in the Acadia section. And these wonderful people have completely renovated this estate, which you guys know, once your house gets to be around 20 years old, it pretty much is time to renovate that home. And these owners have done a beautiful job. And it's on the best lot in Celebration, I think. You've got water views, you've got conservation, you're in a quiet section of town. You are actually looking at Palm Island, which is the 16th hole on the Robert Trent Senior and Junior Golf Course. We have a golf course here that is pay as you play. Pay as you play. So it's not one of these required. Hi, Michael Fabiani. Thanks for watching. It's not one of these golf courses that requires, or communities that require that you have to spend $100,000 when you come in. This is pay as you play. And there's many times that if you're a Celebration resident, you may get a reduced fee, a greens fee to play on that golf course. But this house has the most gorgeous, gorgeous views. It's got a primary that's on the first floor that's spectacular. The kitchen, well, you saw the visuals. It's really, really great. And the price is right. It is under 2.5 million with almost 6,800 square feet. It's got a 3-car garage, really spectacular. So please call me if you would like a private tour of that, or help me, if you don't mind, share this information with your friends that might be looking for something spectacular like that. All right. So I'm also going to give you a range on some others. So you will be able to check out different price points. We just left the estate section of Celebration. Enjoy this, and I'll be back and give you a couple more comments on this as well. Hey, Daniela. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Thanks for watching. Okay, here comes another one. What'd you think about that one? I love that too. So there is a beautiful one-story home that has a garage apartment on the back of it. It's got a beautiful front porch. And what I would say is that's a cottage type of category for Celebration, with a lot of wonderful living all on one floor. It's one of the biggest demands that we get. And you are super, super close to downtown Celebration. You're just minutes away walking. Nadina is considered West Village of Celebration. Is anybody out there watching from West Village? So you can tell us it really is a great location. Be able to walk there, walk to the K-8 school. So you're going to be able to go to the town tavern, walk on back, or go over to the wine emporium, or go to Market Street Gallery or the downtown diner, have breakfast, and be able to walk back and forth. And that house has got a brand new roof. It has solar panels, Tesla solar panels that are on there, which are wonderful because their electric bill last year was only, I think, $903 or $913 for the entire year because of that. They've just painted the outside of that home. So not only do you have a house that's pretty much lock and leave at this point, because you're not going to have to do those major things for quite a while, probably for a decade. Now you also have a studio apartment that could get about $1,600 a month rent. You could either keep that for yourself, for guests, or exercise room, or an office if you want it, or you could get rents. And we would be more than happy to help you find a renter for there. Usually you find friends of type of people, friends of Disney characters that like to stay up there. Rod and I had a friend of Cinderella that stayed with us for many years in one of our homes, and great, great, great tenants that they are. All right, I'm going to give you one more. I'm going to promise, I think, for the next couple of weeks to maybe show you three, because a lot of people like to see this. This is going to be a condo unit, but this is a condo that's right in the heart of downtown Celebration. It's on Front Street. You cannot get closer to downtown Celebration and have this type of quality of home. It's been completely renovated. It's in an elevator building, and so it's got 2 balconies. So nobody is living above you. You're going to be able to have water views, conservation views. Some of the items, I'm going to show you the video. I think the video speaks for itself, but there are things like automated a kitchen sink where you can tell it that you want 8 ounces of water at 113 degrees, and it gives it to you. It also has voice activated showers, and pretty spectacular. But once you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it is on at the Carlisle, and its price, it's $619 Front Street. Like I said, Front Street is very well-loved street, and it's unit 3304, so 304. And the price on it is $725,000, and here we go. Another great property, right? So for those of you who are looking for very large, we have that estate that's for sale, the medium, the house that's on Nadina, and for actually, you know, that condo is not that small. It's 1,880 square feet, and it has that garage. You could even see they had lights that were hung up in there. And so pretty spectacular, nice range of properties. And then what we always do each week, I'm going to close out by sharing with you what the market's been doing the last 7 days in this town. It's one of the biggest things that people request that I do. So I want to make sure that I do that before we say goodnight tonight. So here we go. All right. The last 7 days in the town of Celebration, I want to let you know, first and foremost, there's only 95 properties for sale in Celebration total. 95. That is low because because I've been doing this since Celebration has been open, so over 25 years, I can tell you that the normal range is 440 properties are on the market. So when you're below 100, that just tells me this area is very, very popular. Now, within the last 7 days, we have had touch points. I call them touch points on 21 properties. And what do I mean by that? It means what you're seeing over here. This is why I've got this screen up. And hopefully, let me enlarge this a little bit more so you can see that versus seeing me. But you're going to be able to see, of the 21 touch points, I'm seeing a lot of actives come on this week. This is very unusual. See everything that's written in A with the green A's? That's 12. 12 new listings came on the market this last 7 days. That's unusual. We haven't had that much activity as far as putting new properties up on for sale. So maybe it's because the kids have gotten out of school and now they're either right sizing or needing a larger home. And so the good news for those buyers that are out there, there's more properties that are come on the market. And we're excited to say we have a great property that'll be on by the end of the week. I can't talk too much about it, but I would share with you, please, if you have a realtor, make sure they're watching MLS for you or calling us as well, probably Wednesday or Thursday of this week. There's something new. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's 6 pending. So twice as many properties came on active as those that went pending. And that once again is because we haven't had a lot of activity this past week and the week before because kids are getting out of school and the families are just now starting to come in and look, and that's what we're experiencing. And then as far as solds, there were 3 solds. And so typically you see, I don't know why, well, probably I do know why, but we a lot of times will see properties close at the end of the month versus the middle of the month, because a lot of times it just seems to work out with timing and prorations and lenders wanting to have until the end of the month. But 3 sold. One I wanted to highlight, I wanted to congratulate our team. Oh, it's not going to show it right there. Let me see if I can get it up for you here. So solds. It was on Celebration. Let's see if we can do it this way. Yeah. Celebration. Well, no, it's not going to show it that way. Well, anyway, we had a condo that was sold today. Actually, I think it probably is just so fresh and sold. That's why it's not popping up right now. But it was a wonderful family that we've worked with for quite a while. And I think this might be it. Yeah. So what you're seeing here is there was a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath condo back in Artisan Park. We had the honor of representing Danny and Mark. Thank you so much if you're watching. They trusted us with the sale of their condo. It was $525,000 listed. It sold for $520,000. And this unit was all on one floor, and it had a garage. And the buyers, I want to say thank you to Marcia out there with Remax. She brought the buyer, and that closed today. So that gives you an idea of an Artisan Park condo and what they go for. Yeah, so that gives you everything in a nutshell for the week. I would encourage you on Wednesday nights, my Realtor Dream Team, they do a show at 7 p.m. on Wednesday nights. I love their show. They bring you a lot of great information about the 25-mile radius around Cinderella Castle, 25-mile radius around Cinderella Castle. And so Wednesday night, 7 p.m. And then on Fridays, we do what we call an evergreen video that is up on the Near Disney YouTube channel, as well as Living in Celebration. That's the other YouTube channel that we've got up and going, and we would encourage you to subscribe and like to those so that you'll be alerted whenever these videos come out, and hopefully there's something that will be of help to you, or we hope to educate and entertain, engage, and that's kind of what the goal is. So if you'll let us know if there's any videos you're most interested in us producing, Our YouTube producer's great. We all work very hard to make sure we're bringing you content that we hope that you will enjoy. So until next time, I'm not seeing any questions. I'm seeing a lot of love. Thank you so much for people saying hi. And if you feel like sharing this information with others, feel free to hit your share button, and we will see you again. I guess I'll see everybody on Friday. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.